Hi everyone.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Global Voices Live. Today, we are going to talk about the episode is called The Standards We Decide to Raise. But before we dive in, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Arshia Sayed. I live in Maryland with my family past 28 years. I am working as a full-time pharmacist and now am a proud digital business owner. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico, now residing in North Carolina. I am a mom, a wife, and a grandmother of two. I'm also a proud digital business owner and a mentor.
Hello, everyone. My name is Salima Tujalo. Some people call me Limaje. I'm originally from Sierra Leone, West Africa. I am a mom of two. I am a direct support professional and then a proud digital business owner. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Anna Toure. I'm originally from Senegal, West Africa. I currently live here in U.S., state of North Carolina. I'm a wife, a mom, a proud digital business owner, and a mentor. Thank you.
Hello, I am Patsy. I am a mother of four and grandmother to nine. And originally, I came from Brunei. Now I'm residing in Edmonton, Alberta. And my husband and I are now digital business owner and mentor.
Hello everyone, I am Asma Hais. I am a digital business mentor based in USA with my family, originally from Pakistan. I help people learn simple online skills to start and grow their own digital business step by step with clarity and support.
Hi, I'm Roxanne, originally from the Philippines, now residing in Seattle. I'm a mom, a wife, a property accountant by profession, and a proud digital business owner. Thank you.
Alia, you're muted.
Okay, you're good now.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
my name is Alia Khan, and I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I'm from Pakistan. I'm a physician, and I am now a very proud entrepreneur, which is a digital business owner. And I'm glad to be a part of this wonderful team. Thank you.
Fatima?
Hello, my name is Fatima. I'm a mom and a nurse. A digital business owner.
Thank you. Back to you, Arshia.
Yes. Welcome to Global Voices Live. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
welcome to Global Voices Live, episode 21. Today's topic is called The Standards We Decide to Raise. There comes a moment in many of our journeys when we quietly realize something that we accepted no longer aligns. Maybe it was the way we tolerated stress. Maybe it was the way we minimized our potential. Maybe it was setting for circumstances that felt safe but small. Raising our standards wasn't about becoming demanding. It's about being honest. Honest in our work, our day to day lives, honest about what we truly want, honest about what we deserve, honest about the life we were capable of building. Tonight, we explore how that internal shift changed everything. Thank you.
Thank you. So the second point is raising standards for our time. So protecting what is limited. So there was a season in my life when I gave my time away too easily. Long hours, unpredictable schedules, always on call. I love my career in the film industry, but for many years, at some point, I realized something uncomfortable. And that was, I was protecting deadlines more than I was protecting my own life. So time felt abundant when I was younger, but as my parents got older and as I began thinking about my health, my future, and the kind of life I truly wanted, time stopped feeling unlimited. It felt precious. And that realization forced me to raise my standards, not just financially, not just professionally, but personally. Raising standards for your time means asking, is this aligned with the life I want to build? Or is this worth the energy it costs me? Or am I choosing this or just accepting it? So when I step into the digital space, one of the biggest shifts wasn't just learning new skills, it was learning to guard my focus and schedule differently. In our community, we talk about designing your week instead of reacting to it. When you don't protect your time, something else will consume it. And once time is spent, it doesn't return. Once it's gone, it's not coming back. So the truth is, time is the one asset you cannot multiply directly. You can invest money, you can grow skills, you can build connections, but time moves forward, whether you are intentional or not. So raising your standards means saying no more often, creating focus blocks instead of scattered effort, choosing growth over distraction, and prioritizing what compounds over what drains. It's not about being rigid, it's about being deliberate. In life, in business, in relationships, what you protect grows. So if you protect your time for learning, you grow in skill. If you protect your time for family, you grow in connection. If you protect your time for building something long term, you grow in stability. So here is the message for you. Your time is limited. So that's not pressure, that's perspective. So raise your standard for how it's used. Don't just manage your calendar, protect your life. Because the way you treat your time today quietly determines the freedom you experience tomorrow. So that's my takeaway for this point.
Today, I want to share an important topic that has truly shaped our journey: rising standards for our environment, choosing who and what surrounds us. At some point, we realized that growth isn't just internal, it's environmental. It's influenced by the conversation we entertain, the expectations around us, and the environments we tolerate. When we make a conscious decision to surround ourselves with people who value growth, accountability, and possibility, something shifts. Our mindset changes, our standard become higher, our vision becomes clear. Because the truth is, sometimes growth requires us to step away from space that normalize stagnation. And while that decision isn't always easy, it can completely redefine our future. If we don't rise our standard, our environment will decide them for us. Thank you for being here and allowing me to share this with you today.
Thank you. We have a comment from Maimona. She said, "Hello, this is Maimona watching from Indianapolis." Hey, Maimona, thank you for watching. Okay, so moving on to number 4, raising standards for self-talk, changing the internal narrative. One of the biggest shifts in my journey wasn't external, it was internal. For a long time, I would lower my expectations of myself before anyone else could. I would play small, stay safe, and question my ability, not because I couldn't do more, but because I was afraid to try. Anything or everything starting to change when I became aware of the voice and that I decided to challenge it, you know? Instead of asking, can I handle this? I started asking, why not me? And that simple shift changed how I show up because the way you speak to yourself directly shapes what you believe is possible. So when I stop accepting self doubt as my default, my confidence began to grow. Okay, that's what I have for this one. Thank you.
So today we're gonna do raising standards for what we accept, no longer settling for misalignment. Sometimes we tolerate situations simply because they are familiar. We accept stress because it is common. We accept burnout because it has been normalized. We accept mediocrity because it feels safer than stepping into the unknown. But familiarity does not equal alignment. The moment I decide that alignment mattered more than comfort, everything began to shift. I became more intentional with my time, my energy, and the environment I allowed myself to remain in. Raising my standards means no longer negotiating with my values. It means choosing growth over comfort, clarity over confusion, and purpose over pressure. It requires courage, but in return, it creates freedom. Freedom to walk away from what no longer serves me. Freedom to build a life that reflects who I truly am. Freedom to operate from alignment, not obligation. And that is where real transformation begins. Thank you.
All right, let's talk about raising standards for consistency. Commitment over mood. One of the biggest changes came when I stopped letting motivation determine my efforts. I raised my standard from show up when I feel like it to show up because I am committed to growth. Consistency builds credibility with yourself. When you follow thoughts, even in small ways, you build trust internally, and self trust changes your trajectory. Thank you.
Hi, guys. So, for our vision, my topic for today is for our vision, thinking bigger than the comfort. So, guys, let me tell you one thing, success is only possible when we leave our comfort zone and we strive for our success. But we have to leave our comfort zone. At then there was a time in my life, at a time when my vision was limited by what I felt realistic. I only imagined what felt safe and aimed for what seemed attainable. But by raising my standards meant expanding my expectations. What if I could build more? What if I could learn more? What if I could contribute more? And what if I become successful? Trajectory of our life shifts the moment our vision expands beyond fear. So that was my topic for today. Thank you.
Patsy?
Raising, yeah, raising standards without losing humility. Team, as we grow together, I want to share something important. Raising your standards isn't about ego, it's about responsibility. It's not about expecting more from others, it's about expecting more from yourself. Yes, we are called to grow, to stretch, to elevate our thinking, our actions, and our results. But we must stay grounded because real growth doesn't disconnect you from people, it deepens your understanding of them. You can rise without becoming arrogant. You can improve without losing your humility. At the end of the day, true standards come from self respect, not from feeling superior to anyone else. Let's keep growing and stay rooted in who we are. Thank you.
Thank you, Percy. Now, the common trait. As we have listened tonight, something powerful has revealed itself. A common thread woven through every story, every breakthrough, every shift. Raising your standards isn't loud. It's not always visible. It is rarely dramatic. It is internal. It's the quiet decision you make when no one is watching. The moment you decide that where you are is no longer enough for where you are going. It is choosing discipline over comfort, growth over excuses, purpose over distraction. Raising your standards means you stop settling for less than what you are capable of. You become more intentional with your time, because you realize it's your most valuable asset. You start protecting your environment because you understand that what surrounds you influence how you show up. You guard your mindset differently. You become more aware of what you listen to, what you consume, and what you are allowed to take root in your thinking. And then come consistency. Not just when you feel motivated, but especially when you don't, because you have decided that your future deserves that level of commitment. You begin to think bigger, to see beyond current circumstances, to expand your vision. And before you see the evidence, and that where the shift happens, because the moment you elevate what you expect from yourself, you automatically change what you tolerate. You accept what you pursue. And when that changes, your direction changes, not by chance, but by choice. Thank you.
If something in this conversation stayed with you, not loudly but quietly, then this might be your moment. The moment you realize that good enough is no longer good enough for the life you truly want. Maybe you're tired of the routine, the exhaustion, the feeling that you're capable of more, but unsure where to start. Here's the truth: raising your standard doesn't mean changing everything overnight. It starts with one small and powerful decision: to protect your time even when life gets busy, to speak to yourself with belief and not doubt, to follow through even when you don't feel like it. Because the life you want is not built in one big leap. It's built in the quiet moments where you choose to expect more and finally start showing up for it. And maybe this is your next chapter begins. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Also, Sandy added the conversation you have with yourself sets your limits or expands them. Choose it wisely. And let's see. Well, I also added something. The conversation you have with yourself sets your limits or expands them. Choose why. Why does it say the same thing? I don't know. It's different. I promise. Okay, and we want to thank Martinez Flaco for watching us. He sent a heart emoji, and Maimona also sent a heart emoji for us. So there it is. And well, we have come to the end of this live. So just different paths brought us here, but we are united by the standards we choose to live by. Thank you for being part of this conversation. This is Global Voices Live, where we grow, where growth is intentional and elevation begins within. And well, guys, see you. Thank you for watching us, and have a blessed weekend, a blessed Easter. Enjoy it with your families.
Thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,